Hi, my name is Erica Barton. I joined Neolife in February of this year as a distributor, thanks to a dear friend who had been gently nudging and encouraging me for some time. I was very reluctant at first because of many reasons. Actually, I am a terrible salesperson, and I was also a little bit skeptical about the possibility of it being a pyramid scheme. Fortunately, my friend's mother has been in the industry as long as I've known them, and that's been over 30 years. So my mom had used the products, and if anything, I knew that the products were good. Whether or not the company was good, we were going to find out. I decided to take the plunge and signed up, and I can honestly say that my only regret now is that I did not join Neolife sooner. More than 2 years ago, I went to a doctor with intense pain and stiffness in my back and my hips and my legs, as well as extreme fatigue. The combination had become debilitating. Some evenings I would just cry and not even be able to stand in the kitchen to cook. I would have to sit on the bar stool, or and some days I couldn't get into the car because my legs were just so stiff and so sore. And then it would continue into the night, so I wasn't able to sleep properly. And I was essentially living on painkillers. Sometimes I would be taking 2 or 3 sets of painkillers a day, and then just before I go to bed, just so that I could sleep. I went to the doctor, and he sent me for blood tests and did everything. He checked for arthritis and thyroid conditions and different levels of iron and all sorts of things like that. And everything just came back normal, and there was no reason for why I was struggling so much. Then I had a family member who had been to see a chiropractor, and they said, no, I must go, and they organized for me to go see the chiropractor. And after talking to her, she realized that I have something called sacroiliac dysfunction, which gave a little bit of an answer, but it still didn't explain the majority of the pain, and it didn't explain the extreme fatigue that I was dealing with. A month after I had joined Neolife and started taking the Formula 4 as well as Amigas, and then my friend that signed me up also gifted me a bottle of the Magnesium, which had just been launched. A month after starting on the Neolife products, we were just chatting, and she said to me, have you noticed any differences? And at that time, the biggest thing that I had noticed was the energy levels that Formula 4 had given me. I was running around like crazy, just doing all sorts of things. My husband was amazed at how much I was getting done and how energetic I was and how much happier I was, and that was just phenomenal in itself. And then I started thinking about it, and I realized that I hadn't actually taken painkillers for a month, a whole month. And between the Formula 4 and the Amiga, I was virtually pain-free, which was astounding, absolutely astounding, and an answer to years of desperate prayer and confusion and frustration of not knowing what was wrong. I still don't know what's wrong, but at the same time, I don't have to worry about it anymore. As long as I keep taking the supplements and enjoying the benefits of Neolife, even if I never make any money from the business, I have found something that's worth its weight in gold. With the increased energy that I had from the Formula 4 and from being able to just run around and do everything, I realized after a month when I weighed myself that I'd actually lost 3 kilograms. And that was without any intentional dieting whatsoever. It was just a happy, unexpected addition to the pros of taking Neolife. The weight has been falling off, and my friends have been noticing it as well, and then asking me what I'm doing and you know what's making such a positive impact in my life, which has made advertising and sharing Neolife so easy. And I'm picking up more and more clients just from being able to share my experiences with it. And that's not just in terms of the supplements, but also in terms of the cleaning products and having conversations with other moms who've got children with allergies or things like that. It's so easy to sell a product which is earth-friendly and biodegradable and responsible and affordable. That's the biggest thing. When you compare other biodegradable products that you can use in your garden, they are just astronomical, and many people have tried them and then eventually give up because it's just unmaintainable. Whereas Neolife is really, really worth every cent that you spend on it. And that has been an extra bonus. I must say that there's just been good point after good point after good point since joining Neolife. And then in addition to that, just starting to delve into the actual business itself and learning about Neolife as a company, I have been so impressed by how ethically responsible they are. And that's from the beginning of their product research right the way through to how they look after and train their distributors and care for their distributors. They really are a personalized company that cares, and that is amazing in this day and age, to find a company that's not just after money or building up stock prices. And I'm really grateful that I'm part of Neolife, and I'm really proud to be with a company that I wholeheartedly believe in.